Hi everybody, Sanbanani. Welcome to my channel. Kamala Montano Mdleche, and on this channel, Skuluma reality TV shows, my celebrities, kanye nama YouTubers. If it is your first time joining me today and you like the content over here, do not forget to press the subscribe button. So yesterday, you guys, it was on Ratile Chwene's burial. Okay, I have to make sure I pronounce it right because I think yesterday I said on Tatile or something like that. It's on Ratile. Okay, so this is Shebesht's daughter who passed away due to a car accident where they were both. In fact, her, and her mother were in the car. She ended up passing away, and he was badly injured, and the mother not so much. So now, yesterday it was the funeral, you guys, and I think the family had chosen not to do the live on YouTube funeral thing or live on Facebook thing. And I understand because obviously Shebe was going to attend the funeral and he's not in a good state for pictures and all of that to be taken and published. So I think they tried to make sure that nobody is able to take footage at the funeral. In fact, there's a very detailed article on the today's Sunday World issue where they are talking about how they were given strict instructions not to take any footage at the funeral, even though one of their journalists was there. But they do write about, like, they write in detail about what happened at the funeral, but there isn't a lot of like photos that they posted because they were not allowed to take footage. The shocking thing though was that Dr. Malinga yesterday did go live while he was at the funeral. Initially when that came out, because the live, I saw it on Twitter, it's still there, you guys, on his account. It's like almost 10 minutes long, and I thought maybe he had been given permission to go live at the funeral because he had some kind of a relationship with Shebe. But when I read the Sunday World, how strict they were, in fact, it was a funeral that had really heavy security, and they were trying to make sure that nobody is going live, nobody is taking footage of the funeral. I kind of feel like maybe people didn't really pay attention to the fact that he was going live, even though they did not want that. So the footage here is what he took of the funeral. Okay, listen, you guys, one of these days people are going to show us people inside the coffin, okay, because people are so obsessed with going live at events, even at funerals, okay. And people did express online how they were disappointed at Dr. Malinga, that he thought that it was appropriate to do that at a friend's funeral, basically, because it wasn't Shebesh's funeral, but it was his daughter's funeral. He even writes there in his caption that we are at Shebesh's daughter's funeral, okay? And other people are saying, why are we surprised that Dr. Malinga did that? Because Dr. Malinga has always been a cloud chaser, and that for him was a cloud chasing moment. He wasn't there to support his friend. He was just there so that people can know that he is there, okay? Because that's the thing about social media sometimes, you guys, like, sometimes people do things because they want to do things, but sometimes it's almost like it's more important for us to know that you did something than it is important that you did it, okay? Was it important that you went to the funeral, or the point was for people to know that you went to the funeral? I don't know, you guys. I can't say for sure that he had permission to do that. I kind of feel like maybe people didn't pay attention because one is this big celebrity, and maybe the family didn't know, and also maybe because they knew he had a relationship with Sheba, they didn't think that he would do something like that, okay? But he did, okay? So the footage that is the footage of the funeral that everybody has is the footage from what Dr. Malinga took, which I think he was not allowed, okay? Maybe he will come and explain later on, you guys. So on the Sunday World, you guys, they're writing the details of what happened at the funeral. Yes, Shebe was there at the funeral. They said that he arrived in a minibus, a taxi, and the other article had said that it was an ambulance that brought him to the funeral. Anyway, I think it doesn't matter. And then because he can't really walk on his own yet, he was using a wheelchair From what they describe on the Sunday World article, they do say that he was looking like he was struggling to breathe. So he wasn't really in a good state, but obviously he was able to attend the funeral. They do talk about how emotional it was when he finally entered the venue where everybody was attending the service. He acknowledged everybody, even though he didn't really speak. But they say that it became very emotional because immediately where he saw his daughter's coffin, then he started crying, which made everybody emotional. I can imagine, you guys. They also say that because he was struggling to breathe on his own, he did have an oxygen cylinder with him. I guess the people that were there with him helping him were helping him with that as well, you guys. And they do also mention that there was very heavy security at the funeral, which the journalist expresses how they didn't understand that why there was such heavy. It was like different security companies were present, and some armed, some were even were wearing bulletproof vests, and it was like, you know, it's just a burial of a child, but we might never know, you guys, what's happening behind the scenes, you guys. And also they do say that because Onratile's body was in a bad condition, she was badly injured, some of the family members were actually advised not to view her even when it was time to view the body, because she wasn't really looking really good. So it was more of a thing of, you know, if you are going to want to see her, she's not looking good. So maybe if you are, you know, if you think you cannot take it, maybe don't do it, because they say the body was really badly hurt. Now, you guys, this is what went on in the funeral. The rest of the article really is talking about the things that we have already spoken about on this channel, how the accident happened, the fact that he is right now at a private hospital, the bill is being paid by the EFF leader, or Malema, and which is a great thing, you guys. It is. So yes, you guys, I guess immediately after that he had to go back to the hospital, because they say that in the article they said that he did not go to the gravesite. So when everybody went to the gravesite, he was not able to go. He had to go back to the hospital, you guys. So that's what happened in the funeral. There's another article, though, that had come out on the Sunday World that is talking about the fact that Shebe is supposed to actually appear in court on July 12th, because there is another case that he is supposed to be attending. Apparently, there was a stabbing case where he got arrested and was released on bail. So he is supposed to attend court on July 12th. So they are not sure if he's going to be able to attend that right now, since he is still in the hospital. Okay, I'm sure they can make some arrangement. I mean, everybody knows he's in the hospital. The doctors can write a note and say that he is in the hospital. Even his lawyer can attend instead of him being there, I think. But there was another article that was written about this situation. Anyway, you guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about on this video. Please tell me what you think about the Dr. Malinga situation. Do you think that it is a big deal? For me, it's like, okay, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. It was like he's attending like entertainment event, and he's showing everybody, and everybody that's sitting next to him, and I don't know. It was weird. It was weird for sure. Unless, of course, he got like permission from the family to do, we just don't know. Anyway, tell me what you think about it in the comment section. Like the video before Pumegiona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginethanda kakhulu.
Malinga. Yeah.